Well, here's a little quick look at the gravel crusher. I had to wait for the loader, so I thought I'll run up on top of the scrap pile here and have a peek. And since it was so noisy, I thought, well, maybe what I'll do is just do a little bit of a voiceover as we watch things and turn the volume half down. I think that's a 7R cat that we just saw pushing rock, and then obviously the loader is just loading here on the screener side. Now, I'm not a crusher man and don't claim to know everything about it, but I know a little bit. So he's digging up all the pit run, dumping it on the screen, and supposedly all the big stuff falls off through the screen, and then that rotating thing throws all the big rocks that make it through. That anything that's too big, and they fall in through a jaw crusher, which is down in the center with the big circular thing there. I think everything goes across the screen first and then gets to the jaw crusher. Then it gets thrown out the jaw crusher and gets screen to get some more, and then out towards the cone crusher. Loop back and have another look at the old 980 cat digging out of the pile there and filling the load. So all I was doing was just watching things back and forth just to see where the action could be the most, and looking at the different conveyors set up here and there and everywhere. So some of the fine stuff gets screened out so it doesn't have to go through the crusher, because there's no point in crushing sand and fines, and then gets put back into the product afterwards. And there it's all blended at the very end and goes into that surge bin or something. I don't remember what it's called here now. And when he's got a full load, then he fills the rock truck with it. Anyway, so it's nothing too crazy, but they're kind of fun to watch. They're certainly a noisy place to work. And back in the background there, the cat, he's just pushing all the usable pit run and everything towards where the loader can be digging and working with it. Zoom in, zoom out, watch back and forth. Choose to watch your favorite part, I guess, is mostly what I was doing. I had just a few minutes to watch this. I'm curious if the screen is bridged off or he just keeps it that full all the time. But there's a couple big stones that seem to have rolled off, but some of the smaller ones there too, obviously. And then watch another set that goes up and across the screens and down and round and through. I didn't get a good look at the cone crusher from the other end very much, just because of trying to stay out of the way, but then I climbed down and then had a better look at how stuff was going. At that point he's filling up, I think that's about 40 tons, something like that, per truckload, 45 or 50 tons maybe, I don't recall for sure. I'll have to ask Sean, he's the one that would know everything. Wow, he's the one that's driving the truck anyway. Give him the thumbs up. Just watch him get loaded. I give him I'm going to walk around as long as everyone's safe and knows that the other guy's there. So watch the surge bin and the loader, and then go around and watch the back of the truck from the back, where I can be out of the way and safely see things. It's an awful lot of rock. And a shined up truck box, that's for sure. After that much gravel sliding it out, I don't know how many loads a day they make, but just fun to watch machines, I guess. Must be empty. He goes and unloads another one. Look around a little bit at the surge bin. That's the cone crusher there, where everything is going thrown into it and going through the cone and coming out crushed on the other end. So that's all the smaller stuff. Then out back to the surge bin, and then, well, one more look at that, and then maybe go around and see him get unloaded back into the stockpile. It's amazing to me every time I either drive one of those trucks or watch them, how far those boxes tip up into the sky and how tough those machines really are. You know, climb up over or down over things that you're like, well, they're a lot more stable than you'd think. So park in there, raise the box up to the sky, and fill her out onto the stockpile and go for another round is about all that we had time to do. And then By then, the loader was just a few minutes away from being done, so I could go load myself and go on the way. So he's got that load emptied, and he pulls away. My phone quits recording because I had it too full, and off to the races.